Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. So today I'm going to be covering all of the awesome, fantastic patch changes that are going to be coming here in Phase 3. But before we get into that, I want to thank you guys so very much. The channel just broke 10,000 subscribers late last night, and it was absolutely incredible. It is such an amazing accomplishment for me, and it just goes to show you how much you guys are enjoying my content and appreciating the information I'm putting out there to do my best to help you. That's pretty much the entire goal and everything I sought out to do, and it's just such an amazing achievement. So I am a man of my word, and on Tuesday, April 16th, at around 8 p.m. is when the stream will start, but I will be doing my Sunken Temple raid, and then after the raid, I will be shaving off my beard live on stream for you guys. And don't worry too much if you love the beard. It will grow back. It'll be back in like probably 2 or 3 months, so don't worry. I have an insanely high facial hair growth rate. But anyway, before we get into the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Everything you guys do helps my channel grow, helps me get discovered, and helps me help as many people as possible, which is the entire point of my channel. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So I'm going to switch it over here to the patch notes so we can take a look at all the awesome, exciting things that they have done. So the first one is the World Core Fragment hotfixed, and the item to require the rune is no longer soulbound. This is amazing because Warlocks and Mages were the only people that could get it. Warlocks got it by sending their Explorer Imp out into the world. Mages got it by a scroll, but this drop rate was so low. And just Priests and Paladins, like, they made a rune that they had to rely on other people to get. And of course, they cranked the prices up really high. Like, they had to pay an exorbitant amount of gold to Mages and Warlocks to complete their rune. It says it right here, so that's kind of just crazy. I knew it would happen. I thought this rune was a terrible design, and actually, I thought it was worse than the Nourish rune, which I hated last phase with a raging passion. So just really good to see them hear the outcry of community and fix this system before people kept broken it. To give you an example, Mages and Warlocks were making raid groups and making every single person pay 20 gold to get the rune. So, you know, 20 times 39, and you can do the math there. And since Warlocks need it, they had summons everywhere as well. So it's just kind of insanely, you know, charged like that. And, you know, I'd like to think people are going to be altruistic, but anytime they can, you know, profit off of this stuff, they will do it. It's just how WoW is nowadays. Anyway, next to the, now onto the actual changes. These went live yesterday. Dark Moon card Overgrowth proc chance increased to 10%. It was 5. Decay now procs from ranged attacks and abilities, so that's huge for, like, hunters. Anguish of the Dreams bonus damage. Next ability will no longer be consumed by professions. That is the trinket from the Nightmare Incursions. It made your next ability spell power increase by like 40, but that's just kind of funny that it would be consumed by professions. The new food that I showed you guys on your Jamba Jungle Durin, you'll now get 20 instead of 10 for a flash, so that's just double in value. Definitely probably worth getting now more than ever because you're gonna get a lot out of that, even if your whole raid team doesn't use it. Then we have Rogue Cheap Shot stun effect now correctly applied to the targets under the effects of the Gnomish Rocket Helmet's Reckless Charge. Combat Potency and Deadly Brew can no longer proc from fiery weapon procs. Shaman Rolling Thunder now correctly restores 2% of the Shaman's total mana per Lightning Shield charge release. Shaman should now appropriately have access to rank 5 Fire Nova was Fire Nova Totem when the rune is engraved, so that's really good. Warlock's Unstable Fiction is now afflicted by Haunts increase. That's great. Damage over time effects that crit through the Pandemic Room will now be able to activate Dance of the Wicked. That's huge. Felguards summoned by Warlocks are now given an appropriate demon name. So I guess they were given wrong demon names because Felguards were never in Classic. So that's pretty funny. Gladiator stance will now appear at the end of your stance bar instead of being at the beginning, and will no longer rearrange the order of your stances for the purpose of stance macros. That's huge for all those warriors out there. Now this one is funny. Fixed an issue that would occasionally cause Dreamscythe and Weaver to evade when their target survived falling into the pit of sacrifice. That is hilarious, honestly, that would happen, but, you know, don't get knocked into the pit. Then finally, we have some amazing rune changes that are going to be coming on April 16th, so next Tuesday. Throughout the beginning phase 3, we've closely monitored in-game progress and feedback from the community and bug reports. With Maintenance next week, we'll be making the following class adjustments. Druid Star Surge will no longer consume Clear Casting procs from Moment of Clarity. Skull Bash Rune moved to the hand slot, was on the leg slot. Lacerate moved to the leg slot, was on hands. Lacerate threat increased substantially. So that's awesome. You'll be able to use Lacerate and Mangle as a Druid. So Bear Tanks are going to be really, really good with those changes. I can't wait to see them actually be used. Light's Grace moved to the Bracer slot, was Helm. Rogue focused attacks now generates 3 additional energy, up from 2. Shaman, the internal cooldown for Overcharge has been increased to 3 seconds. I think that, I don't know if that's a nerf or a buff. I don't know. I think Overcharge is what was causing all of the craziness with lightning shield damage for Shaman, so maybe that will nerf them a little bit. Life Tap now grants the mana return to the Warlock pet as well. That's huge. So your imps will no longer just be and sit there and useless. Unstable Afflictions damage increased by roughly 120%. That's crazy. Warlocks with Metamorphosis active and the Master Demonologist talent will now gain increased threat generation when they summon an imp or Felguard, was decreased threat regeneration. That seems silly. I can't wait to watch meta tanks just sit there and summon their pets for threat. Usually when they change these things, they usually make them really broken, so it'd be really funny if that becomes the meta. And then Victory Rush heal increased to 30% of the warrior's health, was 10%. So all in all, just some really good changes by Blizzard here. I think they are, in fact, listening to us, hearing what we have to say, and making changes accordingly. And I think those are all roughly really good changes. I didn't see any of those that I was like, oh, that is going to be terrible. So it's just really cool to see them actually hear us and actually try to fix these terrible problems that they have inadvertently created. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think. If there's anything different, anything you have a take on, I would love to hear it. Definitely drop it down below in the comments. But anyway, until next time, I'll see you later. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. It truly means a lot to me. If you happen to find anyone that you know would also benefit from watching this video, please share it with them. It helps me out a ton and allows me to keep doing what I love every single day, and that is gaming and sort of helping people any way that I can. So finally, thank you so much, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Goodbye.